Hey everybody, Petrified Wood here, and don't mind me looking at my absolutely disgusting face here in the beginning. Gosh dang it, Roblox, why did you do this to all your faces? Anyways, today I will be decorating another room in my character-themed Roblox house. And can you guess who the characters are gonna be? Because it's two this time. That's right, today I am doing Chibi Usa and Hotaru, aka Sailor Chibi Moon and Sailor Saturn, because I love them and they deserve a cute and fun room that they can have sleepovers in. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I kind of struggled a little bit with the room in the beginning. Mostly I got screwed up right from the start because I couldn't figure out the bed placements because I didn't look at any reference images before and didn't really know how to lay out this room, so you're gonna see me struggling with beds for a bit until I finally cave and look at reference images and then figure out what I want to do. I think it's like right around here or something. But after I looked at some reference images, I had a plan of what I wanted to do. I wanted to make them like bunk beds, it's a bit of a challenge because surprisingly Bloxburg doesn't have any actual bunk beds, weirdly enough, which I was surprised too. So I had to make that all using basic shapes, which I used a lot of basic shapes in this build. I'm definitely gonna have to like deliver some pizzas after all of that because my money is gone. So it might be a bit before I build the next room of this house. Yeah. So anyways, how are you guys doing? I'm doing pretty alright, everything considered. I actually filmed this in my new like desk setup, although I'm recording this audio on my bed. So, yeah. If you see little pauses where like the camera doesn't move, that's probably because I'm just spinning around in my chair. Cause it's been a while since I've had like wooden floors, so my rolly chair was actually able to like roll across them. So with the new space that I have, I was able to like roll across the floors now, and I was having a lot of fun with that. Anyways, I chose these characters because one, I really love Sailor Moon. It's definitely one of my special interests, and I love Chibi Usa and Hotaru, and I love the friendship they have. It's so cute. I'm trying not to say too much because I know my mom watches my videos. Hi, Mom. And I want her to get into Sailor Moon too. So I'm gonna try not to like spoil too much. Yeah. So I made sure to add like little references to each character and the friendship that they have. Like I put a little cat plushie on what will be Chibi Usa's bed, and I colored it gray to be like Diane. And later on you'll see me add like a bunch of crystals everywhere because crystals are just very important to their friendship and just important to Sailor Moon as well as just like a franchise. So I made sure to add all of that. But yeah, before I can add all the fun stuff, I needed to struggle with this bed. Trying to figure out like how to do it. I didn't feel like building a ladder because one, I didn't know how to do that, and two, I thought it'd be cooler if they had like something a bit grander and more dramatic. So I did my best to like kind of build these stairs going up to the second bunk, and I don't know. I don't know if I did the best, but I tried, and I think it looks pretty alright. Yeah. The recording is like cut up into several pieces because halfway through I decided I needed a break, and so I started painting a Gilgrunt figure that I have. I made him a koi fish because I thought, why not? And I thought he looked pretty good. So yeah, I just randomly started doing that like halfway through the build. So it's kind of more of a headache for me to stitch together. So the thing about like the second bed or the top bunk is that if you're too tall, your head will kind of clip through the ceiling and all you'll see is like inside of the roof. But don't worry, I checked. If you're kid size, it does actually work really well. So yeah. But I made sure to like make this room super fun and super fancy. Because really, they deserve the best. After everything they have been through, they deserve a fun little space, okay? Where they could just relax and have fun and be kids. I gave them a TV in their room because I wanted to spoil them. I gave them a chandelier because I wanted to spoil them. I'm just basically spoiling them. I'm spoiling these fictional children. That technically cannot have this room, but in my mind, this is their room. This is their room, so I made sure to go all out. I also, like, colored the lights, like, pink and purple, so their whole room is just covered in pink and purple lights, and it gives off a really nice feeling. I don't know if we're at the part where I'm coloring the lights yet, but yeah. I did my best to balance, like, the pinks and the purples, because I didn't want, like, one character's color to overwhelm the other. So I made sure to have like a nice balance of that, and yeah, I might add more to this room later. I mean, probably the thing is, for all of these rooms I make, I'm probably gonna add more. Like, I did end up adding that step stool I was talking about to Rathu's kitchen. Yeah, because I might think of more stuff to add. Maybe some more like pictures on the walls, because I do think that the walls ended up looking like a little bit plain, but that's alright. I didn't want it to be like too cheesy with like screenshots of the show or like pictures from the manga, because like who has photos hanging up in their room anyways, or like actual pictures? Because it's either, for this build, it was either gonna be like photos of like the anime and manga on the wall, or random stock photos that I thought fit the characters. Which maybe I'll go back in and add some of those generic stock photos. I don't know, but I felt like both are kind of like cheesy, but maybe it's the right kind of cheesy. I don't know. But for now, the walls are pretty bare. Yeah. I really wanted to give them like this window seat because I've always wanted a window seat, to be honest. Like, ever since I was a kid, ever since I watched Sophia the First and she had that super cool princess window seat, I wanted one. I wanted to like sit by the window and read my books. Is that such a crime? So I gave them that because I thought it'd be super cool. Of course, I colored the curtains. Like, what I tried to do is, if I didn't want to make anything like explicitly pink or explicitly purple, I kind of just went in the middle between those colors in the color wheel, so it's like depending on the lighting or like how your eyes work, it could be either pink or purple. So that's what I did. Yeah. You'll also probably see me like adjusting colors and textures and fabrics a lot in this build because I wanted it to be as perfect as my feeble little mind could make it. I don't know what part we're on in this speed build, but I was thinking as I was building this, and I put the little TV in the room, and I was like, oh, they can play like video games and stuff. I started thinking about like what kind of video games they would play. What kind of video games do you think Chibi and Hotaru would play? Me personally, I feel like Hotaru really likes Mario 64. I feel like she has recognized like the glitch speedrun tactics, and she knows how to do the fancy like going up the infinity stairs, backwards jump into the final boss fight. You know what I'm talking about? For Chibi Usa, I'm not really too sure. Part of me wants to say like Barbie games, you know? But I don't know if I'm just thinking that because she's pink. But you know, that's kind of what I feel like she would enjoy. I feel like they would also play like Super Smash Bros. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just like thinking of things that me and my siblings played and what my friends like talked about playing. One thing I noticed while I was building is that they changed the build mode music, which is so weird, you know, because I started playing Bloxburg in 2020 because I had nothing better to do, so I paid 25 Robux, and I'm just so used to the old music that hearing different music, like, I don't know, it was weird, you know, like this is what I'm used to. And this is the new stuff. And I don't know if I like it. That could be just because it's different and not what I'm used to, and I kind of have this tendency of like, oh, if something is different and new and not what I'm used to, I don't like it. But eventually I grow to like not care, you know? Like how I felt about when they changed the Bloxburg map, you know? Although I will say that it was pretty cool that they had this whole storyline of like a meteor hitting Bloxburg. So they had to like change everything. And that's why everything's different. But it's not just... It doesn't explain why like the map got way, way, way bigger. Like... It's crazy. I get lost so much, which is also probably why I stopped playing for a while, is because I couldn't find anything. It was so hard to like find other people, even when I played on my alt account where I could chat and wanted to hang out with people on Bloxburg. It was so hard to find other people because the neighborhoods are just all over the place and there's no way to like fast travel, or at least not that I know of. You know another video game I can really see them liking? Kingdom Hearts. I don't know why, but I feel like they would enjoy Kingdom Hearts. I don't know too much about Kingdom Hearts. I'm still like, I was watching like people's playthroughs of them for a little bit because I was intrigued. But I kind of just fell off after, oh, what's it called? The one with Roxas in it. That one. I need to get to like Kingdom Hearts 2, which I heard is like the good one in this series. And I want to try to understand Kingdom Hearts lore. I know that's probably impossible, but hey, you're talking to the girl who's made deep lore in a timeline about Pokemon, which is a series that it doesn't have any timeline or any proper lore. Like, they give you something cool, like they give you Arceus or something, and they give you Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, but then they just never connect it to anything. Like, that's probably like my biggest pet peeve with Pokemon, is just that like the legendaries are only confined to their region, or their stories are only confined to their regions, which I suppose kind of makes sense, but at the same time I would love it if we just got a little bit more. And no, Zygarde being in Alola doesn't count because they were planning to make a Pokemon Z, but then for some reason that kind of fell through, so they just had to shove all the extra Zygarde content into Alola. Okay, so that doesn't count. Another favorite part about this room is that, like, underneath the bunk bed, and like right behind like Hotaru's bed, I gave them this little like reading nook, like this little hidden reading nook. I wanted to add curtains to like Hotaru's side of the bed and the little reading nook, but you can't attach curtains to like basic shapes. You can only attach them to windows, so I just had to deal with it being open, which I think it still looks nice. I love messing with like lighting in Bloxburg. My only pet peeve is that like lights go through walls, so if you have very specific lighting in one room, the lighting might like end up bleeding into another room. So that's always like frustrating to work around. But aside from that, I love mixing different colors of lights. I love how lighting like adds a totally different vibe to a room. I used lighting a lot in my like Halloween themed builds, and of course my Weirdcore and Dreamcore builds. And it was always so fun. Oh my gosh, I remember I had this one Halloween build where I tried to make it, because the idea was, oh, it's like a house full of witches, and what do witches eat? Children. So I tried to make it so I could like kidnap random Bloxburg children and then throw them into the oven, and then they'll end up in like a giant pot underneath the floor. I don't quite know how I did it, and I don't even know how well it worked, but oh my gosh, it was so fun. Yeah, you know, building in Bloxburg again has really made me nostalgic for all of my old builds, and it kind of makes me think like, man, maybe I should like go back and, you know, start building again. You know, I do have one build on this account that has survived. It is my newest build aside from this. It was like kind of wisteria themed, so the whole house was like purple and very cottagey, and I had this whole story with like, it was like a mother and a daughter living there, and the daughter had like a lover from far away, and they could only communicate through letters, but the mother wasn't like super supporting because she's like very overprotective of her daughter because her father died in a tragic, some kind of tragic way. I don't fully remember. Again, I say newest build, but this was like Oh gosh, I don't even know how long ago. When did they add the, like the... What's it called? Like the bed veil item? I don't remember. Canopy! Canopy, that's what they're called. When did they add the canopy item? Because that's when I built that house. Yeah, or at least around that time. But man, am I kind of upset that I ended up deleting some of those, like, old, Dreamcore Weirdcore builds. Because I did this really cool thing with the windows, where I would use a one-sided decal and I would put them in the windows, so that way when you're, like, on the outside looking in, oh, you just see the room. But if you look outside from the room, you would see, like, you know, those like, Dreamcore landscapes out the window. Oh gosh, I would do all sorts of fun things with it. Maybe I should make, like, a Dreamcore inspired room in this house. But then again, I don't know what character I would pick to kind of get that aesthetic. Maybe I can just make it and say, you know what? I know I said this house was going to be one thing, but I wanted to make a room in another thing. So I'm just going to do it because this is my channel. So yeah, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll make another house. Maybe I'll record it, maybe I won't. Well, I want to also start, like, making non-gameplay videos. I want to do more kind of, like, discussions on, like, certain topics and franchises. Like, I want to make a video, like, talking about Pokemon and how the legendaries can possibly connect, because I really like the legendaries. And I want to make a video, like, talking about Shadow and Silver. And honestly, like, I want to make a video, like, kind of dissecting, like, all of Sonic's rivals, or, like, Sonic's counterparts, and how they all connect and stuff. Yeah, I just want to make a lot of videos, like, dissecting the art of different series I love and different franchises I love, and trying to figure out, like, why they work. Something for Pokemon I've been kind of doing is that I've been kind of trying to figure out, like, why certain times of the Pokemon franchise just feel so distinct. Like, why does the early days of Pokemon, like the 90s and early 2000s, feel so different from today? Like, what happened? Is it just normal style changes? Or is it, like, marketing? Is it that they had no idea what the heck they were doing in the beginning, and they were just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it stuck? And now that the series has gone on for 30 years, they now have a formula that they're doing, or is it something else? I don't know. But I want to figure it out. Sorry if my, like, camera is so sliding, you know, all bleh, what are my words? Sorry if my camera is, like, very slidey during this video. That's kind of just a thing with Bloxburg, I noticed, is that your camera kind of just ends up going all over the place, which is a bit frustrating when you're trying to, like, place items in a specific way, and then your camera goes whoop to the other side of the plot, and you're like, well, this is not where I wanted to be. I just wanted to place a mug. But it's nothing, like, too bad. I just hope it doesn't, like, I just hope it's not, like, jarring as you're watching it. Another fun thing that I added to this room is that I set up some decals, and I put up a little Luna P next to Chibi Usa's bed. I did this sort of thing where, like, two one-sided decals are kind of, like, crossing over each other, so depending on, like, where you're looking at, it will always be, like, facing towards you. So I just thought that was like a fun detail. I also, next to Hotaru's bed, I put a little picture of her family. No, not that dude. Her actual family. Okay? Cause boo this man. Boo this absolutely disgusting, repulsive man who is voiced by Gabriel Agreste, who is the same voice actor for Vector the Crocodile, which I did not know. I did not know, because I was able to pick up as I was watching the show, like, wait a second, this bad father is the same, is voiced as, this bad father has the same voice as this bad father, but I would have never guessed that it was the same voice actor for Vector. That just blows my mind, I swear, like, voice actors are like wizards or something. No, they're sirens. That makes more sense than wizards. They're sirens able to manipulate their voices with siren magic. I don't know. Anyways, guess who was so silly and forgot to record the final touches of the room? That's me. Yeah, I got up to paint that gill grunt, and I kind of forgot to press record. But it's okay. Here's the room. I hope you guys like it. Again, I might add more later. But yeah, I just made sure to make this as best as I possibly could. I added a little bit, like, a poster of the solar system. I added, of course, like, every crystal item I could find, because crystals are really important to their friendship. I added, like, this little, like, CD boombox player. I added, like, a desk with a little computer. I added friendship bracelets next to each of their beds, because they're best friends, and they probably would wear friendship bracelets. Yeah, I just made sure to make this super cute, and I am showing off that the top bed does not work with the adult size. However, if you turn into a kid, it does indeed end up working a lot better. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and I will see you later. Bye!